Right now I am creating a new node project, right? Right. So what I'll do is I'll create a directory. I'll call it say second. I'll do cd second, right? And in this, I am doing npm init. I'm just pressing enter, nothing else, right? If you can see that there is a file called as package.json which is created. We'll come to that later, right? Now I'll open this folder. Right, and I am creating a new file in this. I am calling it index.js, right? So very first function that we are going to write would be area of rectangle. So I am saying where area of rect equals to, right? This where and let, you can use anything out of it, right? So yesterday we tried with let, so let's use let. Right now, for area of rectangle we require two inputs, length and breadth, right? And I am simply saying return length into breadth, and I'll call it with some parameters, say 10 comma 5. I'll say let area equals to area of rectangle 10 comma 5, and I'll say console.log area of rectangle is, I would say, plus area, right? And let's run it. How do we run it? We simply say node index.js. So I say node index.js, right? So what I got is area of rectangle is 50. So it is pretty simple. Okay, is it clear? It's very simple, right? What we have used is we have used arrow function here, right? This function, it is taking two parameters, length and breadth, and it is just returning length into breadth. That's what it is doing. I am taking that value into a variable and I am just printing that variable, right? It is very simple, again, no rocket science. Okay, right? Now what we are going to learn today is something called as JSON, right? Now JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It stands for JavaScript Object Notation, right? What you can say is it is a way in JavaScript to represent an object. It is just a way in JavaScript to represent an object. For example, let us say that if you have to represent a fan, right? Let us say that if you have to represent a fan, so how will you represent a fan? You will represent a fan with some properties of that fan. For example, say number of fins, then you can say RPM, you can say color, you can say company, likewise, right? There can be n number, but whatever our specific requirement is, we would take only those parameters which are required. Okay, now how will I represent one fan? I'll represent it in the same way, right? I'll say let f1 equals to, right? And I'll give two curly braces and a semicolon at the end. Then inside this, in inverted commas, I'll use NOF and I would say 4. Then I'll use RPM, right? And I would say 500. Then I'll use color and I would say white. Then I'll use company, right? And I would say Bajaj. Right now, if you take a look at this, right, what happens is that what we are trying to do is we are trying to give some values to each property of that fan. Right now, fan can be represented using these four properties. Say number of fins, RPM, that is rotations per minute, color, what color that fan is, and company. Right now this particular variable f1, right, it will represent any one fan. Right, if I have to represent some, say, Usha company's fan, so how will I do that? I'll say, I'll make another variable, and I'll say again NOF, say 3, then RPM I can say 400, then color I would say brown, and company I can say Usha. Right now, what is the difference in between this variable and this variable? The simple difference is that the these values, right, NOF, RPM, color, company, right, the properties they are same, but what changes is the values. Right, for the first object f1, or for the first fan, it has 4 number of fins, RPM is 500, white color, and it belongs to Bajaj company. And for the second fan, it has 3 number of fins, 400 RPM, brown in color, and the company is Usha. Right now, if you can say, imagine it in this way, like it is a database table. Right, let's say there is a database table called as fan, and this table, it has 4 columns. One is NOF, right, second column is RPM, right, third column is color, and fourth column is company. Right, and each row would represent an object. So you can have 4, then RPM will be 500, then this will be white, and company would be Bajaj. Right, in the same way for the second row, likewise 3, 400, then brown, then Usha. Right, so you can imagine it in this way. Right, so having said this, right, what I would say is that a JSON, right, it is the full form of JSON is JavaScript object notation. Full form is JavaScript object notation. Right, JSON, it is always enclosed in curly braces. So JSON or JSON object, it is always enclosed in curly braces, and it contains comma separated. This is comma. It contains comma separated key value pairs. It contains comma separated key value pairs. Right. Each key value pair, it is separated by a colon. Right, now let us club these things together. So what is JSON? JSON is JavaScript object notation. Right, JSON is always enclosed in curly braces. It contains comma separated key value pairs. Each key and value, they are separated by a colon. Right, and the keys are repeated. What changes is the value. Right, for a different object, the values would change, but the keys would remain same. Right, now if I have to print this object, I'll simply say console.log f1. Right, it will print the JSON in the required format. Right, so if you can see, it says number of fins 4, RPM is 500, color is white, and company is Bajaj. I'll try to right, and if I have to print only the color of this object f2, right, how can I do that? I'll say console.log f2 dot color. So what we actually, or what are we doing is, we are accessing the value of individual property of this object using the dot operator. So I am simply saying f2 dot console.log f2 dot color. Right, let's see. Right, what we get here is brown. Right, now this is the way in which we have represented a fan. Right, so we represented a fan using 4 properties: number of fins, RPM, color, company. Now let us say that if I have to represent a student, so how do we represent a student? Student can have roll number, student can have name, then student can have marks, then student can have college, and student can have say email. Right, so I'll create a JSON for these things for a student. Right, so how can I do that? I'll say let s1 equals to, again enclosed in curly braces, that is why I am giving curly brace. Then I am saying RNO, which is first property, is roll number is 1. Then second property name, it is say Gandhar. Third property marks, right, I'll give say 70. Fourth property is college, right, I'll call YCC. And fifth property is email, right, I'll say a@b.com. Right, now if I have to print this, right, how can I do that? I can simply say console.log s1, right, and what it will do, it will simply print that JSON object with these values. If I have to print some individual key, I'll say console.log s1.name, it should print only Gandhar. Right, so if you can see, it printed Gandhar. Right, now let us try to complicate the things a little. Right, I'll create another student. Now let us say a student can also have an address. Right, and how is address represented? Address can be represented using line 1, line 2, city, state. Right, so let us create a student who has an address. Right, now address is not something which is say which is represented in a normal string. Right, it can have line 1, line 2, city, state, pin code, country. Right, it can have many parameters. Right, so let us represent another student. So I'll say let s2 equals to, again curly braces. Inside this I'll have roll number, I'll call 2. Then I'll have name, I can give a name as Namita. Then I'll have marks, right, I can say 80. Right, then I'll have fourth key college, right, I can say PC. Then I'll have fifth key email, right, I can say b@b.com. Oh, this should be a string, b@b.com. Right, and the fifth property which I want to add is address. Right, now how would I represent an address? This address would again be a JSON, right? This is a sort of nested JSON, right? So the key part of this address is the string address, whereas the value part, it is another JSON, and it will contain following keys. Line 1, I would say plot number 20, right? Then I'll use another key, line 2, and I can say Godmi. Then I have city, I would say Nagpur. and fourth is state. I would say Maharashtra. Right, I'll save this and I would simply say console.log s2. Right, now let us take a look at this again. Right, what is JSON? JSON is always enclosed in curly braces. JSON is always enclosed in curly braces and it contains comma separated key value pairs. Right, and each key and value they are separated using a colon. Each key and value they are separated using a colon. Right, the key can be a string and the value can also be, see, if you can see, the value can be an integer, the value can be a string, again integer, string, and the value can also be another JSON. The value can also be another JSON. Right, now if I print this, if I say console.log s2, it should print me the required JSON. Right, so it has printed me the required JSON with this address and stuff. Now let us say if I have to print only the city of Namita, right, how can I do that? I'll say console.log s2 dot address dot ct. Right, so I am cascading this dot operator. Right, so via s2, right, how do you access the keys of a JSON using dot operator? So I am saying s2 dot address and the value part of address is again another JSON. So I am saying s2 dot address dot city. Now let's see if we are able to get this correctly. Right, so what I get here is Nagpur. Right, now as a task, what I want you guys to do is this. Represent a city, using JSON format with the following keys. Key would be, first key would be name, second key would be area, third key would be population, right, and fourth key would be language, right, and fifth key would be state. That means to what state it belongs to. Right, this is the first thing that you have to represent. Second task is represent a computer. Right, first key would be, say, RAM. Right, how much RAM does it have? Second key can be monitor size. Right, 15-inch or 17-inch or something of that sort. Right, third key would be what CPU it is having, i4 processor or i5 processor, right, i3 or i5, whatever you wish to give. Right, then hard disk. Right, now this hard disk, right, it should be represented using to which company it belongs to, what is its size, and again some RPM. Now I am giving some random parameters, but that is fine, right? Then the task is print these objects on console and print these objects on console, right? And try to access or try to print individual keys, right, for each object using the dot operator. right? This is the task which you have to accomplish yourselves.